guys, welcome back to Big Wolf Gaming 1503 with me, Big Wolf. Today I'll be showcasing a battle between the Pirates of Sartosa and the GreenSkins. GreenSkins are going to be played by Joe Cool, and the Pirates of Sartosa will be played by yours truly. For the Pirates of Sartosa, I decided to bring 2 mortars, a carronade, 2 units of scurvy dogs, 2 units of the zombie pirate gunnery mobs with the bombers, and 3 of the regular gunnery mobs, 2 units of deep guard, right? Or depth guard. One with one regular and one with the halberd option. In the far right here, I'll be using 2 units of the sirens because they have ethereal and cause terror, which is great for breaking morale. And then I'll also be having 2 units of scurvy dogs here in the back. As for the main line, it will consist of the melee line at least, zombie pirate deckhand mobs with pole arms, which will be 3 units of those, and 2 units of the Sartosa Free Company, all being led by Ernest Assault Spike. For the Greenskins here, it looks like they'll be led by the Night Goblin War Boss, generic, and a Ragnarok Spider to be reinforcing that left flank. The Arawar unit for the Night Goblins, the Warlord's Boys, going to be spearing off the attack. And in the main battle line, we have Black Orcs and Big Guns mixed. In the far right hand corner, we have a giant, greenskin giant with an Orc Shaman, 2 units of Orc Arrow Boys, 2 units of Nasty Skulkers, and I believe that is it for that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this on. So, starting off the battle, we actually had the artillery bombard part of the Orc Big Guns here, as they are going to be pretty tough to take down in combat, especially when we're going up against regular zombies and whatnot. So, artillery is going to be doing a lot of our work here. Now, the Ragnarok Spider is definitely going to be a threat for the Sartosa Company, but with the 2 units of Depth Guard and the pole arms, they should be able to take it down. But it looks like the cannon is actually doing a lot of the damage and work for them. As we can see here on the far side, the sirens are moving off to possibly a flanking position, and the 2 units of scurvy dogs are actually making their way onto the battlefield at the moment here. So, main line approaching, about to engage, but the ROR unit of Night Goblins taking some serious fire damage. Though it does look like they're actually avoiding most of it, but they are taking quite a few shots. The Ragnarok Spider actually manages to break into the line here, along with the Night Goblin War Boss. But the bombardier, the bombers, I'm sorry, zombie pirate gunnery mobs, the bombers are melting them down with some of those bombs there. It's actually very effective against infantry and whatnot. High damage dealers, high DPS. Same thing here on the main battlefront. Bombers. Oh, we got a good speller. I believe that was a foot of Mork or foot of Gork, I believe, causing some huge damage on the Free Sartosa Company, the pole arms, and the gunnery mobs. Oh, out here on the far side we have the Nasty Skulkers dealing with those units of scurvy dogs, about to get rid of them, while the sirens are coming in for a rear flank. Another unit of scurvy dogs here holding out, but just barely against that unit of what are those Orc Arrow Boys. And the Sartosa Company taking arrow fire from the Orc Arrow Boys here as well. Orc Big Guns making their way up to the gunnery mobs. Black Orcs devastating those bombers. And the Orc Big Guns here are just causing havoc amongst the lines of the gunnery mobs. Artillery though, however, still firing. Still causing huge amounts of damage. And look at that again. The bombers here, my friend. Look at that damage. Oh, he got the Spearfisher's net down on the Ragnarok Spider, pinning it down in place, and then just taking huge amounts of fire. We got the Depth Guard, both units actually in the battlefield. One of them is facing off against a unit of Big Guns, and the other is actually trying to get to the Ragnarok Spider. But the Ragnarok Spider is now trying to flee the battlefield, just broken at the moment. And Ernest Assault Spike chasing her, giving chase on foot. Meanwhile, the units of Arrow Boys are actually being broken by the mortar fire here. And the sirens doing what they do best, causing terror, breaking units. Look at that. I'm surprised they're not shattered yet. We still have cannon fire, mortar fire coming in on those troops as they flee. But the main battle line here is still raging hard. Night Goblin Warboss actually popping down the wall, so giving their units 24% speed, 18% charge bonus, and a 20% plus 20 melee attack, which is going to be really, really harsh for the Sartosa company here. And Night Goblin Warboss on his Squiggoth, I believe, yes. Taking down the Carronade crew. Meanwhile, mortar's still firing into... Wow, look at that. Taking chunks out of those guys. Chunks out of those guys. Orc Biggins units just being deleted off the freaking map, man. That is amazing firepower. The Orc Shaman here about to break, possibly cause a collapse in morale. And the Sartosa are really going to need that right now because they're about to crumble. Low leadership, very low leadership, and that giant using that breath attack is not going to do any good favors. A couple of units here in the back of the Orc Biggins actually breaking off. The ROR unit seems like they're wavering, just in, just out, and they actually end up breaking before they could even reach the hill. Bomber Squad again wreaking massive damage with those bombs. These gunnery mobs, man, they're amazing, I tell you. Zombie Pirate Deckhand mobs making the Orc Shaman break while the Giant is still hanging in there fighting viciously. Black Orcs coming up into the crew of the mortar, and I'm pretty sure that'll spell it for the mortar crew there. Meanwhile, RNS Assault Spike still chasing down the Ragnarok Spider along with a unit of Depth Guard polearms and the regular Depth Guard. We have one free mortar still able to wreak havoc. Where will it fire? Oh, I believe it's designated target right up here somewhere. Man, these crews are getting... Oh, there go all the cannons. All right, so that mortar is out of line. It's done, destroyed. And the Warboss still wreaking havoc upon the Carronade crew over here. Black Orc still giving some fight to those pirate deckhand mobs with pole arms, but still crushing them. So our RNS Assault Spike actually making her way back. And so is the Ragnarok Spider, wavering but still coming back. Not sure how. Oh, the wall, look at that. So, GreenSkins popping down another wall, giving them another bonus. Fat bonus here. Especially towards the end of the game, look at that. The Orc Shaman came back in. Wow. This is a nail biter, honestly, man. Black Orcs coming into that last free crew of the mortars. That would actually render all artillery on the pirate side like finished. Here we go. Everyone's coming in for a big old mosh pit here. Oh wait, the mortars are still firing. They're still firing. Oh wow, the enemy lord is dead now. Officially, RNS Assault Spike winning that challenge apparently, which is making the Ragnarok Spider shatter and actually flee combat. Black Orcs wavering here. Arrow Boys wavering. Oh no, Black Orcs. Okay, Black Orcs here have actually broken, and that's bringing army loss penalties, I'm assuming. Arrow Boys not looking so sharp right now. Not looking so sharp right now. Giant is also wavering over here on the far side. And there we go. There we have it. Those sirens always manage to pull it off. Look at that. Huge numbers on that. Mortar 95, 67. The Scurvy Dogs 87, 43. The Depth Guard 73, 41, and 51 for the sirens. But the Greenskins, man, they're savage. 112 for the Night Goblin Warboss alone. Shaman, probably 71. So it's decent. It's not too good, not too bad, but it's decent. The ROR Night Goblins, 122 kills. Orc Biggins, 109 kills. This specific unit of Black Orcs, 287 kills. I mean, granted, yes, they are against zombies, but nonetheless, those are some impressive numbers. The second unit, 153 kills, and the Giant topping in at 213. So that right there was a bit of a bloodbath. It was a nail biter, hard fought. Honestly, in retrospect, I think the only thing that we could have done was just try to protect the artillery more, because that was what was really doing most of the damage. But from there on, this was a great game, great and fun. So shout out to Joe Cool. Thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for more content.